All right, let's jump right in. Sometimes to really understand an entire world, all its conflicts, its passions, its deepest beliefs, you don't need some huge history book. Nope, you just need to look really, really closely at a single word. And today, that's exactly what we're going to do to unlock the world of Arreqqana.
I mean, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How much meaning can you actually pack into one word? Can it seriously be a key that unlocks a culture's entire philosophy, its social divides, and even its most bitter personal rivalries? Well, let's find out.
And this is our key. The word is Valeja Strisiarius. I know, it looks complicated, and trust me, it is. But inside this one single term is pretty much the entire blueprint for a way of life. So, to really get a handle on its power, we've got to take it apart. We are going to deconstruct this thing piece by piece because this isn't just a word, it's what you'd call a sacred stance.
Okay, think about it. In English, to refuse is pretty simple, right? You refuse more coffee, you refuse an offer. But in Arreqqana, Vilasharajayas is a full-on declaration of your soul's path. You're not just saying no, you are stating, for the record, this is a thread of destiny I will not walk. I mean, that's a whole other level.
And this complexity, it's got layers. For starters, the refusal is double reflexive. That means the act of saying no changes you on the inside just as much as it affects the outside world. The grammar itself actually packs in the emotion and intensity of the refusal, something we'd need a ton of extra words for in English. But the biggest deal, the most crucial layer, is that philosophical weight. Every single time you use this word, you're making a choice about your own cosmic alignment.
And here is a perfect example of that in action. This isn't just saying, I don't want to be strong. This is a profound, sacred choice. It's a declaration that your destiny lies down the path of softness, not brute force. The word itself makes the choice a spiritually significant act. It's amazing. So, okay, that's the super deep, philosophical side of the language. But what about the other end of the spectrum? How does this culture talk when it's just, kicking back?
And boom, here you have the two extremes. On one side, that sacred, heavy refusal we just unpacked. And on the other, the casual coastal slang for what's up, nauraya, which literally means what's rising. This incredible range, from the metaphysical to the totally mundane, tells you right away that there is a deep cultural divide happening here. You can see the coastal dialect is just beautifully elemental. People ask, what's rising, or what's flowing low? Their language is tied directly to the tides, to the natural world all around them. It's casual, it's cool, and honestly, it feels like it's a million miles away from the formal sacred grammar they use in the capital.
Now, this divide, it isn't just some abstract concept in a language book. It has a face. Or in this case, it has two faces. This is where the language and all those values we've been talking about become flesh and blood.
So meet Jarru. He is the living embodiment of that coastal energy. He's passion, he's the bonfire on the beach, the unpredictable, irresistible flame. His whole vibe is elemental, just like the slang he uses.
And then you've got his rival, his cousin, Jarru. He's a complete opposite. He's the stone, dependable, strong, maybe a little rigid. He represents everything about the capital. Its discipline, its pride, its obsession with legacy. And this just lays the whole conflict bare, doesn't it? You've got Jarru, the coastal flirt, who operates on pure passion. His legacy is forged in fire. Then there's Jarru, the politician's son, who values discipline above all else. His legacy is carved in stone. It's this epic battle between the fleeting and the permanent, and their entire worldview, right down to the words they choose, are in direct opposition.
But look, Arreqqana is so much bigger than just these two rivals. Let's zoom out a bit and listen in on some of the other voices that make up this incredibly rich and complex world.
5 million. Milya. That number right there tells you pretty much everything you need to know about the glamour and the serious wealth of the capital. This is the world of the pop star Kivaria, a world of shimmering glass towers and beats you can't get out of your head. And this is the voice of that world. Ambitious, completely unapologetic, and just dripping with capital pride. And did you catch that suffix? Ja? That's a linguistic marker of the city. She isn't just singing for the capital. She's singing for the capital Ja, the people who are the capital. Her language totally marks her as a product of this environment. But then, away from all that public spectacle, all that glitz, we find a totally different kind of value. Here we have this quiet, intensely private moment with Jarru. The word he uses, dal shawasha,
It refers to one's soul anchors. You know, the people or things that keep you grounded. It's not a word you use for show. It's for the deep, personal passions that really drive him, and it shows a depth his rivals probably don't even know exists.
Okay, so let's bring this all back together. We've seen the sacred, the slang, the public celebrity, and the private whisper. What does it all really mean?
Well, here's the crucial point. From the philosophical weight of Vevleja Telesia all the way down to the breezy greeting Nal Waraya, the language of Arreqqana is a map of its culture. The sacred and the street, discipline and passion. These aren't just abstract ideas. They are literally encoded into the grammar people speak every single day.
And that leaves us with one last thought to chew on. If your life, your culture, had a word for a sacred, destiny-defining refusal, what path would you choose not to walk? What would you declare your Velashirasa to?